Hello everybody, and today I'm going to be filming a review on the new Tower 28 Sunny Days tinted sunscreen slash tinted moisturizer. I got this in PR. I'm probably going to do the rest of my makeup also using a few new things. So I have some So Soft blushes from M Cosmetics and a dewy eyeshadow in the shade Wish. So I'm not really sure what to title this video. It's going to be like a review slash trying new makeup. So if you're interested in that, just stick along. I also have the new lip jelly shade in the shade Chestnut. I've posted swatches of it on Instagram if you want to see comparisons, but I will be doing a try on. So the tinted sunscreen, I would say, is more like a tinted moisturizer with sunscreen. You could totally use it as sunscreen, but I just think it's too much of a tinted product as a sunscreen, and I'd be worried about it, like, I don't know, just wearing makeup as skincare is kind of weird for me because I don't want it to rub off. But I have the shade 10 Larchmont, not sure how to say that, but this is a beautiful foundation. This is probably my current favorite foundation in my collection. It is just stunning. So they sent it over in the cutest purple water bottle. I'm totally going to be using that for class. My favorite method of application is with a brush. So I use the Rare Beauty foundation brush. This brush does soak up a little bit of the product, so I do use more than I would maybe have to with my fingers or a different brush, but I just find it gives a really beautiful finish. So I don't know if you can tell, I have some lights here, but this is the natural lighting. I have some redness on my cheeks, and that's really my main concern with putting on a foundation. So I'm going to show you how I like to apply it. It is a really liquidy product, but I really like the little applicator on this guy. So I'm just going to put some here, and you can kind of see how runny the foundation is. But I like it because it really looks like skin because it's not super thick at all. So I'm just going to apply that, and look how stunning. It just blends into my skin. This is the most skin-like foundation that I've ever used. It truly just looks like I have skincare on. I'm already wearing my sunscreen. I'm wearing the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen, but this adds a nice glow. This is my normal face. This is with it. I would say it adds a nice glow. It's not greasy or anything. If you are new to my channel, I guess I should say, I have dry skin, but I don't like my makeup to be wet looking, I guess. I think the trend of last year was super wet, dewy makeup, and that is just not my style. I like things to look really skin-like, and I live in Florida, so it is hot and humid here, and I don't like things to just rub off my face. So I do set my base just because I always do. I don't want it to rub off on anything, but I don't have to overly set this one. It's not like the Ilias Super Serum Skin Tint. I literally have no complaints about this because it's just a beautiful foundation. I wore it the other day for like, not a full day. I usually wear my makeup for like 10 hours or so, just because I put it on in the morning and don't take it off until night. But I wore it for probably like 5-6 hours the other day, and it looked completely fine by the end of the day. Just look at how nice my skin looks. Let me cover up the lights and see if you can see it a little bit better. So it's not a full coverage foundation by any means, but I think it's gonna give a really good amount of coverage that still looks natural. I'm gonna continue to put on my makeup. I'm gonna put Glossier, if I can find it, my Glossier Stretch Concealer on my under eyes. I wouldn't say that it's like extremely, I don't know what the word is, but like it doesn't rub off on my clothes or anything like that super easily. Obviously some does come off if you aren't gonna super set your makeup, but it's nothing abnormal, and I don't know, it's just like fine. I don't have any complaints about that. So I am going to film a full face of Tower 28. So if you have any specific questions, please just let me know, and I will give a little bit of a review in that video of every product, including this skin tint. And I also have tried it out for longer than just this week, but generally I feel like I can tell how I feel about foundations, and because This one isn't finicky in any way. I don't think I'm gonna find anything that I super dislike. By the way, I normally wear Fenty Eavesdrops in 2 or Rare Beauty 170W, but it's pretty similar to Rare Beauty 170W, but a less like straight up yellow and just like slightly yellow, but like still a really great color for me. So for bronzer, not new, but I'm gonna use Patrick Ta Contour Duo. I've been really loving this. I mean, I never disliked it, but I pulled it out again. And then I'm really excited for these blushes. I was not originally interested in these because I don't like stick blushes. I just think they're less convenient, but after seeing reviews and I just needed like a pick-me-up makeup, I decided to pick these up. I picked up 2 shades of the M Cosmetics So Soft blushes. I picked up Bitten and Venetian Rose, and I think these are the perfect fall blushes. And this is Venetian Rose. That is a gorgeous nuanced shade. So excited for that. And then Bitten, I'm nervous for, but I think is going to be absolutely stunning for fall and winter. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these. Have never touched them. I literally just got them in the mail. So first, Venetian Rose. Okay, those are literally so soft. You don't even have to swipe. You can just like tap and you get product out. That is a beautiful formula. I expected it to be more like matte feeling, like a NARS soft matte, but it is a super creamy blush color. I think what I'm gonna try and do, I saw Jamie Page do something kind of similar, is put a darker shade back here and the lighter shade up on the apples of my cheeks. But these are the shades Venetian Rose and Bitten. I'm going to take my Zoeva 128 Cream Cheek because I think this one is better for like a balmier blush. So I'm gonna try Bitten out first. I'm really nervous it's gonna be too pigmented, but this could also be the winter blush of my dreams. I literally tapped it on once. Oh wow. It's not like pulling at my skin at all, but blending it really easily. Yeah, you totally can get this sheared out if you have fair skin. Just like tap it on the stick once or like dot it on your face lightly once, and it's all you need. And normally with stick blushes, the reason I don't like them is because if I were to try and do that, it would be so stiff and hard to blend. But this is so easy to blend. I'm really impressed. And then Venetian Rose, I'm gonna take the same amount and just put it right on the apples. That's pretty too. They kind of just blend together. And I feel like lately I've been liking my blush right here because otherwise I feel like my under eyes look a bit stark and just something looks off about my makeup, and I've been putting it right like up into my under eye, almost like right there. And I feel like it makes it blend all together a little bit more. I'm just going on the back of my hand and picking up a little bit of the swatches and building up the colors of each. It's kind of hard with filming. I don't have the best situation for light, but let me take you to my window. This is what it looks like in as much natural light as I can give you. See what I mean? Imagine just like this, like no eye makeup, just a really cute winter flush. And next, the whole reason why I was placing an M Cosmetics order are for these dewy eyeshadows. So I saw Mariah Leonard show these before they were even announced on the M Cosmetics page, and I was like, dewy eyeshadows that don't set down, that's not really my thing. And I was like, the Charlotte Tilbury, the Auric, and any of those don't set down either, and I love them. So I started looking more into them, but they're more metallics, and I'm not really, I don't know, you guys know I'm not really into metallics. I'm into like sheer shimmers, but this shade just looks absolutely stunning, and I just needed to try it. So this is the shade Wish. This is what it looks like in the pan. Kind of reminds me of Space Cowboy from Urban Decay, which I regret not buying during the Ulta sale, but it looks really stunning. The packaging is a little bit like chonky, but I think it's like chonky in a way that is really luxurious. I'm going to pick up a little bit. Super creamy, but I don't think it's not what I expected. I expected it to be like ultra creamy, but it's more like a creamy powder not just a straight up cream. And that finish isn't, I don't know, it's better than I thought. So this is just a sheer one. It's metallic, but in a like hydrating way. It's not like a Natasha Denona shade where it just looks straight up metallic and adds a lot of texture to the lids. I mean, I need to try it on, but so far, based on that swatch, I'm actually not mad about that. It makes it look like it might just make my lids look really hydrated. So again, this is the shade Wish. I'm just taking a tiny bit and I'm gonna put that on the eyes. It's worth noting that these are expensive, okay? I posted about these on Instagram on my stories and you guys were like, don't get it, it's so expensive for a single eyeshadow. Well, too bad, I bought it because I wanted it. But I totally get if these are not in your price range. I just have a special place in my heart for single eyeshadows and I wanted to get it. Okay, that is not at all what I was expecting and is absolutely stunning. Not metallic at all if you don't want it to be. If you just shear out a small amount, it can be the subtle glittery eyeshadow that you want it to be. It's got this peachy undertone to it. Yeah, I thought this was gonna be way more intense, which obviously, like, I'm taking a small amount and that's why it's not intense. So these are really versatile, but I thought these would just be like one option, that's all you get. But these are really nicely shearing out. When it's sheer out, it reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Eye Filter Quad. That's what it's reminding me of. Let me show you in the natural light. Okay, here we are. Do you see what I mean though? It's not like an ultra metallic from Natasha Denona. It can really nicely be like a filtered eye look, and you can build it up. Maybe I'll build it up a little bit on the lids, but I was worried that it would just be too metallic, and this totally isn't. So I'm gonna take a little bit more because again, I'm just tapping in there. Okay, yeah, if you go ahead and like rub your finger in and put that on, that is like the intense metallic that I thought it was gonna be. Not a bad way, but just in a not everyday way, but blends out really easily if you get too much. And I'm gonna go ahead and go into this Patrick Ta duo and take a little bit of the bronzer and just run it in the crease. I know that it's really expensive, but for me, single eyeshadows are worth it because I find so much more joy in a single eyeshadow than I do a palette, if I'm being honest, because a single eyeshadow is so easy in the morning and it's so special that you picked out that single shade and it stands on its own. Even though I know that palettes have shades that are just as special as single eyeshadows, there's just something about a single eyeshadow that makes my heart fall in love. So I'm gonna go ahead and set with my Bite Beauty powder. I'm really trying to use this guy up before my project band update next month. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take the bronzer again on my lower lash line. I'm just gonna go into powder. I have my NARS translucent powder, another one that I really recommend. I don't know how many of you are still watching at this point because I think most people are here for the Tower 28 review, but the foundation is not sticky at all. This is a really, really, really thin, smooth powder that doesn't add a heavy set, and I can't feel the foundation at all. So, and now I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera. I'm gonna do the Kosas Tinted Air Brow in my brows and the Rare Beauty mascara, and I will be right back. So this is the brows and mascara. The eyeshadow is not creasing right now. I mean, I have really hooded eyes, so it's bound to crease, but I don't think it's creamy in the same way that the Charlotte Tilbury ones are. Those are a cream. I think this is a powdery cream, so I don't think this is gonna crease too badly. Oh, it just looks so pretty in the pan too. It's a really gorgeous kind of reflection that I think is so unique to the market. I've never tried a powder eyeshadow like that. And then I don't think this is gonna match the look at all, but the new Tower 28 Chestnut Lip Jelly. I have swatches of this on my Instagram, but this is my new, this beats cashew and almond for me. And I know cashew is a favorite of most. I think this one is better. So this one has shimmer in it, but it's not the same sort of shimmer as the shade Magic. I think that one's more like a glittery gloss. If you are super into glittery glosses and you're buying this for the fact that it's a glittery gloss, please don't, because you cannot even see the shimmers. Only like when they hit the light, you can see a slight glimmer of reflection, but it's not a glittery gloss at all. Here's what the shade looks like. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's like a peachy brown. I will show you one more time in natural lighting and then I will close out the video. Okay, so this is the completed makeup look. And the lips, I see how they're just like a hydrated sort of metallic. They're not an intense, well, you can make them like that, but don't be intimidated if you're afraid of intense shadows. And the blushes are stunning. Just my makeup is the best that it's looked in a long time. So I'm really happy with this, and I will go ahead and end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am in love with all these products, and let me know if it was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.